Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another unboxing video. I am your host, Joel. I am one half of the Newlydeads. If you are unfamiliar with who the Newlydeads are, please go to our website at thenewlydeads.com for information about who we are, what we do, and where to find us. In 2026, I am attempting to make some changes to the channel. Nothing major, nothing that's going to affect anything in any way in terms of the content, just some ways to kind of make things a little bit more simple, more streamlined. And the only thing we ask in return is to continue our original question or ask that we had in 2025, which is to please like, share, and subscribe what we have here. We would love to grow the channel. And if you know anybody that's like-minded and would appreciate the content that we produce, we would very much appreciate it if you would let them know. And then, of course, like the video and comment, because anytime you do that, it does help to kind of push us up and gives us that little boost. And those things add up to a larger channel, which is, like I said, kind of what we're hoping for. Nothing crazy. We're not looking to be the next, I don't know, giant channel out there, but just a little bit would always be welcome. So on this episode, we have one thing we're doing, several things within that, but I have been a fan of the band Present for a couple of years now. I come across them in I don't know how many of you are familiar with the band Hum from the 90s, late 80s. They're a band from Champaign, Urbana, Illinois. Matt Talbot is the lead guy who has gone on to be a music producer. He owns a bar and continues to make music in some capacity. But Hum was kind of one of my quintessential bands in that time frame. I still love them. They're still one of my favorite bands. But in that group, somebody had posted a video of Present, who's a band from California, doing a cover of Stars. I believe it was at Oklahoma Festival or something like that. And I just was like, oh, this is interesting. I was like, it sounds like they've nailed the music, which the musicality of Hum is not easy. I kind of equate it with a mix between Hum and the Sundays. If you've ever heard Hannah's voice from the Sundays, it's very similar to that. Some people have equated it to a couple of other people. I also kind of get a little bit of Juliana Hatfield in there at times. But it's like this perfect marriage of kind of these really bright and pretty vocals with this really just kind of punch in the face sort of wall of guitars, which literally there's 3 guitarists, a bassist, and a drummer. It's a wall of guitars. But they're from Bay Area, California. It's according to their bio, they're known for blending various genres and bringing a modern grunge twist to the alt-rock music of their youth. Their music draws clear inspiration from iconic 90s bands while also showcasing their own distinctive sound. Present crafts a unique sonic landscape with unapologetic and authentic songwriting at its core. The band consists of Alex Hunter, who's the lead singer and guitarist, Jordan Beeston, Craig Talley, Stephen Radford, and Daniel Hospitalier. That's a fun name to say. Now, what's bringing this on is that when they just released an EP a month ago called Letters to the Lost, it was a 5-song EP. And like I said, I enjoyed their music, but it hadn't really clicked. And there's sometimes when you're listening to a band that you're like, I kind of dig this, but then you hear that one song and all of a sudden just everything kind of changes and your world explodes. Like that happened with me with Ana DeFranco, with Tom Waits. I like singer-songwriters. But Present, it's when I heard the Letters to the Lost EP. Like I started listening to it because I'm like, oh, new music, cool. New music comes out on Friday, and I'm always the first to check out and see what's out there. But like I said, it clicked, and I was like, okay, this is different, but yet the same. So I went back and I listened to their full-length album, and then a prior EP, and then a couple of other singles that have been released, and then I went to their Bandcamp page and saw that they were having a sale on their merchandise. So I went ahead and just jumped in, and Alex wrote me a nice email and thanked me for that. And it came at a time when I've had a lot of losses in the last year and a half. I don't talk about that kind of stuff on this channel, but it's been a very hard couple of years. And I had lost a good friend of mine who liked the same kind of music as I did. And so the album came out just on the cusp of when he passed. So one of the songs on there is called Widow. And as I'm listening to it, I'm writing his eulogy, and it just kind of all coalesced into this moment. And I told Alex that when I because she runs the page and sends out all the merchandise and everything. So, I just felt like I didn't know that it was her at the time, but after I sent it and she signed it and everything, I just was like, okay, it's nice to know that, that they are interacting with their fans. But anyway, so I went ahead and I went a little nuts. When I got the package, the first thing we got here, we've got a sticker, which is sticker. This side keeps sticking to everything. I didn't order the sticker; it just came as part of the package. They have a little note that they include, that just says, thank you for your support. Which the only problem is that their name is a little bit kind of generic, so when you're trying to look it up, it gets a little tricky. But anyway, their t-shirts were on sale. I think they still are, at least last time I checked. And a concert t-shirt is not cheap, but these were really inexpensive. So the one I wanted the most was not on sale, probably because I'm guessing is their like best t-shirt or the one that they sell the most of. So they keep those in stock. They also had a hoodie, but I just could not afford anymore. Then I also pre-ordered the Letters to the Lost EP, which will not be released for a while still. But the music is out there. You can find it on Spotify, YouTube, or everywhere. This is from their full-length album. They have a song called Kill the Moth, which I don't kill moths, but that's what the song is called. And this one is kind of interesting because the name of the band is not on the front or the back of the t-shirt. It is on the sleeve, which is interesting. I've seen that on a couple of bands, but I have not worn these yet. I have been waiting until I did this video. Now, the other things that I bought was they had their vinyl on sale as well, and vinyl is expensive. So I figure if I'm going to buy it, I'd rather buy it directly from them than anybody else. Although I do like to support our local record stores. One of the local record stores is run by a friend of mine, so I try to get there as often as I can. But in this case, buying directly from the artist is the way I prefer to go. No offense to any of my friends that own record stores. I used to run one myself. But here's the vinyl. Nice, beautiful pink shade, which has all the song listings on there. And that is their EP that has 5 songs also. Then this is their only full-length album. This went on sale like right after I'd placed the order. So I immediately said, hey, can I add this to my order? And they're like, oh, sure. So we added this as well. This is Silver Lining is the name of the album. This came out in 2025. So brand new. And then the Letters to the Lost came out right after that. Full track listing. And then inside we have just a standard, vinyl. And I've listened to Letters to the Lost on repeat since it came out. Like every day I listen to it at least once, sometimes multiple times. And if you've not heard them before, I definitely recommend starting there, especially if you're a fan of Hum and you like the Sundays and you want to see them have a baby. There you go. They do still, as far as I know, like I said, have things on sale. I'm hoping to still pick up the hoodie and the other t-shirt at some point. And then I'll pretty much have everything that they have out available currently. I'm not an obsessive person. If I love something, I'm going to support it. So that is it. Thank you so very much for watching. And remember that tomorrow is not guaranteed. So don't forget to unbox your heart. We'll see you soon.